Okay, we have puzzles to solve, things to get done. So we have. Did we do all of the? Did we solve this one? Nope. No, we didn't. Okay. I mean, I would say, because like that's pretty easy. You can do that. Wait, I can push some. Can I push it through a hole? Can I push it through 2 holes? That would be kind of cool, right? And this puts on the fan. Okay. Understandable. And I'm guessing there's a box in there. Wait, there's no box in here. What the hell? Better than. Okay, no, I can. Give me that. Okay, we got the box. Whatever good that does us. Well, that's no good. I think I soft locked myself. I'm pretty sure I have soft locked myself. Because I can't reach that. Unless I can actually jump over one of these. Nah, they're too tall. Yeah, we need 2 boxes. The game has been pretty smart about not allowing soft locking. So we can assume perhaps that it would not soft lock me like that. But I have nothing else to do here. I 100% think I messed up. Unless there is a way for me to get in there. Is there like a switch or something I can press, or it don't work. Okay, tell you what, checkpoint me. Maybe it'll reset the puzzle. It did. Okay, thank God. Because I'm pretty sure I was soft locked right there. So what we need is 2 objects. That's all. We need to get 2 objects over there. And the puzzle is called. It's called loop. So we start off like this. That's pretty good. Okay, we can't, because we're missing only 1 object. We can't pass 2 things in there. Because we need you and you to get this open. So that's that. This is what I'm supposed to do, I guess. Yeah, and then it works, I guess. But now I need you to keep it open. And then you actually make the hole. So if I take you away, the door will close. Right? Because it doesn't work. What else would I push through? It has to be that. Thing is, once I push that in, how do I get it out? Because we need you to start off making this hole right there. And then I push something through. Oh. I can probably start it from here too. Okay, I have an idea. Oh, I'm dumb. Okay, I fixed it. I figured it out. Okay, we start with you. Easy. Gimme. Wait, I have forgotten it again. I need to get you out to the other side. That's what needs to happen. Oh, duh. Okay. I had a complete brain meltdown. Okay. And you can still operate through here. There, send ya. Do that. One. And a two. And a done. Beautiful. This was number we don't know. This was this one, the lost puzzle. Okay. There's still the gold puzzle to do, and there's still a star. So now we only have the star left. So the star. Now we gotta figure out the dang star. There it is. Now one of the puzzles has to allow me to get a green one to get out. Get to this one. You know, it even says that that's what we need. So it has to be this way. So only thing this way is number 5. I cannot even see it. Maybe when I go up into the air, I'll be able to see it. It's a duet, right? Because I used 2 of them. and also a jammer, and a switch to throw. Did I have no freaking... Wait, I had... There are no things here. No sources of power or whatever, nothing. Okay. So that's not it. Bye round. I mean, the whole gang is here. Yakult, Alcatraz. I know his name is not Alcatraz, but it sounds cool to call him Alcatraz. Yeah, I know. You want me to go there. Man, I'm confused. What is this building? Number 6. Okay, we are going high up here. Once again, there's no light here. How can I get it? So it's not... It has to be 8, brother. It has to be 8. But then we don't have green color, we have red and blue, man. But like, it's so clear, it's right there. But it's not gonna work, they want green. That's both the colors. Combine them, make green. Couldn't have given me a damn combinator. And there's no like real map either. At least we got beams in the sky now, pointing to it. Should make it easier to figure out where I gotta go. Oh, and Duet also has no thing of value. Get out of here, dear. Can't even see the damn light. Wait a minute. The hell was that up there? So there's some kind of tray or something. Alright, 1 second. Alright, so we're trying to figure out how, I mean, you can see here, all we need is 1 star. It's the same. Oh, I know, I'm here, okay. Because this also needs 1 star. Artificial ring-like structure on the wide lowlands east of our base camp. Heavily forested plateau in the mountainous eastern part of the island supports a large deer population. So I did indeed see some deer around. It's true. But yeah, the last star, or well, yeah, the second and the last star is around here. Don't really know how we can set it up. I do know now what has to be done though. One of these puzzles, don't know which one, but one of them okay, also I increased the settings again. So let's go back down to medium. That'll do a lot better for me. And there you are. Bye, round. Is there anything on this side? We'll do so 8 over there, 5 all of these, and probably those too, but so maybe you. No, I saw this already, but like it doesn't work because there is no laser. Okay, so like but these are so far away. I don't think it actually works. Alright, for now let's do the Tetronimo. Puzzles. Okay, so this goes out there. Step 1. Good start. Okay, so it doesn't work. Okay, let's look for a way to turn. But this is not enough. I have all the Tetronimals. start with this. It actually worked. Well, that's something. Okay, number 2. We go up the elevator and we get it done. And this time we know what's gonna happen. It will be another Sphinx. Oh no,
Halt,
it's Pandora.
Creature of clay. You have strayed from your garden and entered a domain that is beyond your ken. Turn back now, before you harm yourself and others.
Who are you? Are you like the Sphinx? We were invited here. We were invited here. No. Are you like the Sphinx? Obviously. Who are you? We were invited here.
Prometheus had no authority to summon you.
So
He is
Prometheus
rash
did it.
and foolish and given to trickery. But his schemes lead only to ruin. Therefore heed my warning. The flame is not for you.
Pandora thinks the flame is not for me. We will consider your words. We need to know what is going on here for the safety of New Jerusalem. We are not just going to leave because you had a bad experience with the magic box. We need to know more about these technologies for the future of New Jerusalem. For the future of New Jerusalem, we must know the technologies.
You seek the flame of enlightenment.
Yep.
But remember that fire can also burn.
It can also be used for good stuff though. You said so yourself. The fish do not shoot you directly.
How many of those bloody things are there?
I think that was Pandora, which matches the other one being Prometheus.
If it's a security system, it seems to be fighting itself.
Might be wise to avoid getting caught in the crossfire until we understand what these entities actually are.
Have you opened up the next place for me to go? Because like I'm done here. Other than the damn spark or star or whatever. Still need that one. What the heck? Like, this is definitely like a Greek painting. That's supposed to be like the founder. It's another old city. Okay, so obviously somebody was here putting freaking paintings up. So we could just leave. So that even that thing is gone. Hello. He wants me to go this way. You wish to talk? Let's talk.
Hey, 1K.
What do you make of Pandora?
It's clear that there's some kind of antagonistic force in this place, something that doesn't want us to discover the purpose of the megastructure. Perhaps that's part of the testing. Or perhaps it's what's responsible for this state of decay.
What is the symbolic value of these entities we're encountering?
That's a good question. Prometheus is often taken to represent freedom and progress, the ideals of the radical enlightenment. Pandora, on the other hand, usually represents the dangers of those very ideals, so they're counterparts in a way. And the Sphinx is a mystery. Does that mean that these entities correspond to these concepts? Perhaps. They certainly seem to act like it. But Athena isn't the goddess of Athens, and I'm not Robert Byron, although those are the origins of our names. Where does myth end and history begin? We'll have to find out.
Alright, that is all, Byron. So you're named after someone called Robert Byron? I don't know that. This should take us to the Golden Gate. Just follow the path. There it is. So 2, 3, 4. Yeah, eventually these will open. Eventually. Not right now. It isn't even marked on the map or anything. Only thing we know maybe that does have something to do with it. That heads all the way up. To that transmitter there. Which then goes to this one here. Huh. Back up. Well, there is green light here. Right, well now I got green light here. Now then it goes up to this pole here. Now we just need to get it from this pole to there. Is there something we can perhaps accomplish from here? I mean, it is called a seesaw. Yo! Figured it the hell out. Now
The
we are
hunter does not hunt because he is hungry.
Right,
He
Pandora.
hunts because he revels in death.
Okay, that's kind of horrible. But sure, whatever you say. Okay, that's what I was missing. Use everything. Don't think some parts are not useful. Everything is useful. Everything has a purpose. A lot of these statues, huh? Alright. But yeah, this area is now fully completed, including the 2 stars, except the gold puzzle. But that's, you know, gotta come back for that. This one we don't know. There's a Pandora puzzle or whatever is over there. Not Pandora, sorry, Prometheus puzzle. They like find my sprite and then come back to me or whatever. It's kind of difficult. Eastern wetlands, a region of low hills interspread with small bodies of water, overshadowed by a gargantuan star-like construct. Low hills interspread with small bodies of water. 8 main puzzles, 2 lost. So that's the very same. A lost lab, 2 stars.
1K
Take
brought
me.
up an interesting question earlier.
I did.
Where did all the tech in the labs come from?
The lab tech.
So, I had a look at the serial numbers.
Yeah.
And it turns out the answer is New Alexandria.
Oh, it was from New Alexandria.
Oh. Wow, I guess that makes sense. After the explosion, the colony was abandoned. Nobody ever went back for all that stuff.
We had enough to deal with. So many dead.
So that's one question answered. But how did they go from scavenged Alexandria tech to all this?
How did we go from nothing to where we are now? Through the application of reason and the right tools.
How did they become more advanced then as well? Maybe they found the structure and they were able to learn from it. Yo, that is a cool structure though. Now that is a sense of style. Oh, cool statue, man. How are they already here? What the hell? They can't already be here. It's always
Look at the
puzzles.
size of that structure.
It's huge.
How does the material support so much weight? Is it the same stuff as the other buildings?
Yeah. I know it looks like some type of concrete, but the molecular structure is completely different. Whatever it is, it's a lot stronger and less brittle.
Are the labs made out of the same material?
No, that's just ordinary concrete. Although it does have some molecular weirdness going on too. Too little variation in the grain.
Alright, well, off we go. Lots to do. I believe I have a question mark right there. Probably the giant statue. Which would make sense. Hello! Alcatraz.
What can I do for you, 1K?
What do you make of Pandora? I already
It's
asked one
pretty clear
person.
to me that she doesn't want us to proceed with what we're doing. I find that deeply concerning. That said, there are clearly other forces at play here as well, so I'm trying my best to remain open to a more positive interpretation.
Okay, one of these beings called us here. After all, it could be a test. I'm leaning negative. Did someone called us here? Yeah.
Exactly. But we don't really understand anything yet, and this Prometheus is suspiciously absent.
He was
so
chained up.
I remain cautious.
That's all. Someone chained him up, bro. So, I mean, I think he would be present. Cannot be.
Just when I thought we'd found all the weird stuff.
Big ass, big statue. Big as an actual human. Success at Trevor 3. Success. Miranda. Location. Gronda external 1. Prompt to it worked. I made a statue. What do you mean it worked? Well, it half worked. The design wasn't balanced, so it fell over and broke. It was very dramatic. But the good news is that it all works in principle. Imagine what we could do using stone, part of the environment. Miranda. So, it automatically creates stuff? They found some kind of tech that just 3D prints things? Just automatically?
So, humanity is great.
great.
I really believe that. And that's why I'm here. But I have to be honest with you, individual people, not always my favorite. I'm not the smartest guy ever, and I know that. But there are some people, man, some people are just so dumb. I don't even know if they're actually conscious. Sometimes I think their whole lives might be like a dream. They're just stumbling around, no idea what's going on, mumbling some random nonsense. And the thing that you have to understand about our time period is that a lot of these people wield enormous power. They run whole countries and corporations. Yeah, that's right. We've handed over our civilization to people I wouldn't trust to tie their own shoelaces. And if they're dumb, then what are we? I don't honestly have an answer to that, so just please try to do better.
Inversion, yeah, I saw this in the last lab. It's kind of cool how the last thing they were working on. Just it shows up in the next one. It's cool. Wait, what if I do this? Oh, it makes nothing. Okay. Alright. Okay, so we learned how these machines work. Love the star. Beautiful.
I think about New Alexandria all the time. But realizing this place was built on its bones just brings it all back even more. We were so optimistic when we started. So full of ourselves. We thought we could accomplish anything. And then, in one single moment, it was all gone. I remember a flash, and then just lying there, realizing that my legs had melted.
Oh.
I tried to pull myself away from the fire, but the servos in my arms were broken. If Eustathius hadn't found me, sorry. Just some old scars.
It's good to speak about them. I think, anyway. It's usually not a bad idea to talk about. What the frick? It's a dang fox, bro. All the damn critters are back. The hell are you?
When we
Unknown
go
data
to New
source detected.
Jerusalem,
Miranda.
I'm going to have a cat.
Oh.
He's going to be black and white, and his name is going to be Bean. And I'm going to make sure that he never gets sick, and he never gets old,
Oh.
and he'll be my best friend forever.
That's not how it works, but yeah, so she found some kind of technology that just lets her make things. Just like automatically, without a need for any real work, it just creates these structures. Energy maintenance. Okay, oh, that's a blue and that's blue, so that needs to work. Then we have an inverter here. We'll turn this bad boy red. Ah. We can do something with. I don't need you to do that. Do that. Okay, so we got red light like that. We already have a red light, so we need blue light. Bro. Beautiful. Okay. And now, bro, these puzzles are easy. These puzzles ain't hard. Interface content is ready. Cat sitting advice. Pelringo, so I'm cat sitting Yakult's cat, Bruce, and he keeps peeing on my charging pod. Is there anything I can do to prevent this? Atal, clean it very thoroughly so not a single trace of smell remains. I know it's hard without the ability to smell, but we do have some cleaning agents that should do the trick. Contact me on private if you need a list. Oh, and make sure Bruce isn't distressed by something. Cats don't like being moved from their territory. Maybe it would be easier if you just moved him back to Yakut's place and fed him there. Yakut, no, Bruce is just a bastard. He loves peeing on anything electrical, chewing on cables, and generally just breaking stuff. This is normal, and I warned you, Pellegrino. I could have given him to Neith. She's used to him. Pellegrino, but he's so fussy, and I love him. Ah, cats. Great. Yep, cats are generally just pretty horrible creatures, if we just think logically. We don't, obviously, that's why we have them. But logically, you would not want a cat as a pet. I guess they kill rats, that's something. Founding number 3, Hypatia's Journal number 3, from Hypatia's Journals Volume 1, The Founding of New Jerusalem. Day 42, we broke ground on the first of the permanent structures today, a large hall that will eventually be converted into a performance and exhibition space, my idea, although for now we'll use it as a workshop. It's strange, this place. There's a lot of open space, and I didn't think that I would find it so unusual, but I suppose we all spent more time at the dam than was originally planned, and now it's difficult to get used to not having that low ceiling over our heads. It's probably just me. Byron loves being outside and is always volunteering for scavenging missions. Lift Frazier usually tags along, although he seems more fascinated with observing nature and various weird creatures. At night, I sometimes catch myself standing by the door, not because I have guard duty, just watching the stars. It's oddly comforting to think that they've always been there, that they watched our ancestors standing where I now stand. Probably. Message fragment 5358 from Miranda to 5358. So Miranda's talking to someone, the 5358 person. We finished setting up the external site at the lake. The area is so stunning. We forgot about the experiment for a while and went for a long walk. The ways in which all the different aspects of nature interact with each other are endlessly fascinating to me. And the sheer variety of living things, even on a simple green meadow. Sadly, we then stumbled onto the carcass of a deer that had been torn apart by wolves. It must have suffered enormously, and thinking about that made me feel truly terrible. There is so much pain in nature. Ecosystem engineers for Anthony Castor. Ecosystem engineers cutting down swathes of trees for their building projects, thoughtlessly causing radical changes to large environments and forcing local species to adapt to their artificial habitats. These are the traits of a species of intelligent, industrious, and extremely impactful ecosystem engineers. Humans? No, I'm talking about beavers. Like us, beavers transform their environments via building, and their actions have real consequences, creating vast wetlands that some species thrive in while others die. Human activity is very similar. We too are ecosystem engineers, and we too benefit some species while harming others. Everything about this is completely natural, including the damage to other species. After all, that's what competition and evolution is all about. Those species that adapt to the ecosystem we will create over the coming millennia become the core of a new biodiversity, and so evolution runs its course. If we don't like the result, if we think some species should be preserved despite being outcompeted, well, that's anything but natural. It is, however, very human. Miranda, it's fascinating how so much of what we do is common in animals. but furthered enormously by our intelligence and our ability to remember. Through us, the universe strives to a greater level of complexity. Field load profile. But does the universe have the capacity to strive for anything? We must be careful to avoid projecting human values onto the cosmos. Baron,
Hey there, 1K.
tell me about New Alexandria, man.
We made two fatal mistakes in New Alexandria. One was trusting the texts of our ancestors without
Right.
thinking for ourselves.
The gas.
other was giving up instead of doubling down, letting the tragedy define our future.
Alright, that's all. Freaking foxes everywhere, man. Get over here. Catch him. I don't know if we eat. Probably don't eat. And no, I was not thinking about eating the fox. There and back again. Bro, this is flippin'. You know, well, that's red. We want green. Well, that's something. Oh. Oh, it doesn't work. But it won't work like that, huh? Huh. Now eventually we gotta get back there, that's fine. We have blue there. Okay, and then we have red here. Now red we can get. The red won't reach this thing. Then as soon as I take you off, this won't work anymore. Because technically I can connect you to you. And that's ready, that works. But as soon as you are taken out, boom. You don't work anymore. And you being out here doesn't actually do anything. Okay, we created blue light. Yeah, it doesn't work. As soon as we stop it, we need to get this red here. We need to get this to the other side. Okay. Our objective right now is to keep this open. And it has to be using this blue light. We cannot have it turn red. Meaning we need you in there. Fortunately, you can't go in there, can you? I can. Oh my god, I made it work. Okay. Boom. I'll be taking this bad boy. I can't believe it actually worked. Okay, it's this red. Oh, right. That by itself is enough to do it. Boom. Okay.
Nice.
Yep, nice. This was slightly more difficult than other ones that I have seen. Not like very difficult, but just a slight bit more difficult. Nothing I can't handle, of course. There's number 4. But I mean, look at this question mark here. I think the Sphinx is in there. Yeah, it's a star. What the frick is this? E3 engraving found on a Sphinx monument in the eastern wetlands. Taking a reference photo in case I want to fill this out later. So it's the star and the statue, and then it's I know what location you're referring to. I can perhaps rush over there. Around where I came in is where they want me to go back to. Oh, hey, look at this. It's still at 4. Good to know. Okay, there's the big man. And then there's the thing, and then it's between that. Okay, so beyond the water, if I just go up but a little bit to this side, there's a little stone there. Okay, so I'm up here. We have the giant man, and then the bridge, and then it's beside that. I mean, in my head, this is the giant stone. Further beside is nothing. Okay, so then there's a gap in the rocks. That's what you want. There is, and then this is like, and there's a gap. And then if I go straight up, there are stones. There are three. There's like, yeah, there's this. Yep, and then these stones. That's right. And then over here. That maybe? Yeah, okay, there's a dang switch here. Got it. Good job. I don't know what else is all this, but for now I just want the Sphinx. The only one we were not able to find until now is the damn Prometheus one. It's kind of pissing me off because it should be the easiest one. Tell me something, Sphinx.
The wheel turns, but without the road, it cannot move.
That's it. A wheel needs the road as much as the road needs the wheel. Maybe, I don't know. Refraction. Here we got blue light, we got an inverter, and we got a red thing to enter it. We have another inverter. We have nothing here. But with this inverter, we convert red light back into blue. And then we have access to red light, which I don't really understand. Ah, it's made it red. Okay, so we need to start it via. Or wait, then. Yeah, bring the third one for setup purposes. Oh. Shit, right. There is no bringing the third one, what are you talking about? Interesting. But then all the pieces are white though. Yeah, that doesn't work. Well, we need to make sure that this is open. Right, so we need blue light coming in. So to do that, it is inverted this thing. And then we have blue light. But then now we need that red light to become blue light and go over there. Right, we need to skip a step. That is only possible through that, but then we also want it to be able to send. But then no, that also doesn't work because you're dependent on that. You're not sending any light over. Right, you have to figure out a way to start with, to keep this one open. Right, to feed this, which actually feeds this. But then for that I need a free one. I do not have a free one. Basically what I set up here before too. Now what I want to do is also take this connection in to shoot out blue light. Okay, so it's swapping to blue for a second. Then resets the whole thing. Yeah, this is a problem. Okay. We'll make sure it saves and we'll see in the next one. We will figure it out. Don't worry.